faith-based story. Title: Dancing into Victory, A Journey of Faith, Prayer, and Praise. In a small town nestled between rolling hills and whispering pines, lived the Smith family, a humble and devout Christian family consisting of Brother Charles, his wife Dorothy, and their son Michael. Life had not been easy for the Smiths. They had faced poverty, struggled with childlessness, and endured the heart-wrenching loss of Brother Charles' job. Despite these challenges, they held on to their faith, trusting in Jesus to guide them through the storms of life. The Smiths' journey began in a modest house that echoed with laughter and love. Brother Charles worked tirelessly, putting in long hours at a factory to make ends meet. Dorothy, a resilient and faith-filled woman, dedicated her days to homemaking and prayer. Despite their best efforts, financial difficulties cast a shadow over their lives. The bills piled up, and the weight of poverty pressed down on them like a heavy burden. Their dream of a family remained unfulfilled, and the echoes of children's laughter that they longed for were absent from their home. Many nights, the couple knelt in fervent prayer, seeking the Lord's guidance and provision. In their quest for solace, Brother Charles often turned to the Bible for reassurance. One verse that became their anchor was Philippians 4:19, "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Christ Jesus." As the challenges persisted, the Smiths found themselves questioning why God had allowed such difficulties to befall them. Little did they know that their journey was a testament to a greater plan, one that involved triumphing over adversity through unwavering faith. Amidst their struggles, a turning point came when Brother Charles lost his job unexpectedly. Fear and uncertainty gripped the family as they faced the possibility of losing their home. In these moments of despair, they clung to Psalm 23:1, "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing." Though it seemed as if they were walking through the valley of the shadow of death, their faith in the Lord's provision sustained them. Amid their trials, Dorothy's unwavering trust in the Lord deepened. She encouraged the family to spend more time in prayer, believing that God would intervene. Michael, too, learned to lean on his faith during these tough times. They discovered comfort in the words of Jeremiah 29:11, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope." As the family fervently prayed for a breakthrough, they experienced a shift in their perspective. Instead of focusing solely on their needs, they began to praise and worship the Lord, following the example of King David in the Bible. Even in their struggles, they decided to dance their way into victory. Their decision to praise through the storm mirrored the biblical account of Paul and Silas in Acts 16:25-26. About midnight, Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God, and the other prisoners were listening to them. Suddenly there was such a violent earthquake that the foundations of the prison were shaken. At once all the prison doors flew open, and everyone's chains came loose. In their small living room, the Smiths gathered to worship and praise. They sang songs of gratitude, lifting their voices to the heavens. It was a spiritual warfare, a battle fought not with weapons but with faith, prayer, and praise. They surrendered their troubles to the Lord, acknowledging his sovereignty over their lives. Despite their circumstances, a newfound joy filled the Smith household. Their praise became a powerful weapon against despair, and an unexplainable peace settled in their hearts. Through dance and song, they declared victory over their struggles, trusting in the promise of Romans 8:28, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." As the Smiths continued to praise and worship, a profound revelation unfolded. God was not distant, he was right there in the midst of their struggles. In their surrender, they experienced the truth of Psalm 22:3, "But thou art holy, O thou that inhabitest the praises of Israel." The divine presence descended upon their humble home, transforming their difficulties into opportunities for divine intervention. One evening, as they danced and praised, a breakthrough came. Brother Charles received a call for a job interview, and the position he secured exceeded all their expectations. The financial tide turned, and the family experienced a season of abundance. They realized that their victory had come not through their own strength but through their reliance on God and the power of worship. Their story mirrored the biblical account of Jehoshaphat in 2 Chronicles 20, who faced a formidable enemy. Instead of relying on their military might, Jehoshaphat and his people turned to God in prayer and worship. In response, God fought their battles, and they emerged victorious. The Smiths, too, learned the profound truth that sometimes, the battle is won through surrender and praise. The journey of the Smith family taught them that faith, prayer, and praise are powerful instruments in the hands of believers. Their story became a living testimony to the words of Psalm 34:1-3, "I will bless the Lord at all times, his praise shall continually be in my mouth." My soul shall make her boast in the Lord, the humble shall hear thereof, and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. In retrospect, the Smiths marveled at the way God had orchestrated every detail of their lives. The struggles they faced were not roadblocks but stepping stones leading them closer to God's purpose. Their family grew not only in number but also in spiritual maturity. Through their journey, they discovered the profound truth of Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. The Smiths' story serves as an inspiration to believers facing adversity. It reminds us that God's ways are higher than our ways, and his timing is perfect. Even in the darkest moments, the power of prayer and praise can usher in divine breakthroughs. The family's dance into victory echoes the psalmist's declaration in Psalm 149:3, let them praise his name with dancing and make music to him with timbrel and harp. As the Smiths continue to walk in the light of their newfound victory, their testimony reverberates through their community, touching the lives of others. Their story is a living testament to the faithfulness of God and the transformative power of worship. The Smiths learned that in surrendering to the will of God and praising him through every circumstance, they experienced a level of victory that surpassed their wildest dreams.